Now, an emergency weather alert from Andy's Randomness.
All right. Hello there. Good afternoon. Welcome to your weather update for Monday, September 10th, 2018. We're going to talk about the tropics, of course, like everybody expected. So hello there to everybody who just joined me from my Instagram live stream. So far, I think it worked. I think people did see it. So as long as you're joining me from Instagram Live, thank you very much. Obviously, that means a lot. First up on the agenda today, we're going to talk about the rain here in New York. It's been raining now for the past hour, and I will take a look outside right now. Yeah, it's a little bit of a light rainfall right now as I just looked outside, because an hour ago it was really coming down. Now it's trying to let up. This is a slow band of rain that's in our area right now. So far, it looks like the heaviest bands are now in the Hudson Valley and are now going into northern Connecticut. Looks like one band trying to sneak into Hartford right now. So pretty much, I think the band they are going into Boston right now, as I like to call them. But yeah, Boston's going to see some rain. Providence is going to see some rain. Pretty much Massachusetts, it's getting hammered with the rain right now. Same here in downstate New York. We're getting the rain here too. So I'm not going to get into New England because there's no urgent situation to New England right now. But New York is my priority, and then we're going to talk about the tropics because we still have two situations with two storms possibly causing destruction later this week with Florence and then Isaac, and the tropics again. They're being very active. And as I was expecting, it always happens in September. The waters are just too warm. It always happens. So let's get to the New York weather, because right now there are about 5 active alerts here in the New York area right now. We have a coastal flood advisory in effect from 11 this evening to 2 a.m. Tuesday. So pretty much these are Long Island Sound. So pretty much it looks like Little Neck Bay is going to see some coastal floods in that area during high tide. Coastal flood advisory. What else do we got? Yeah, this is from Florence, like I assumed. Yeah, we have a high surf advisory until tomorrow night, which I think is going to get extended until the end of time, because Upton just can't make an assumption yet about how bad Florence is going to be, and then we get all the rip currents this week, and that's what I was assuming, because I knew there wouldn't be any thunderstorm warnings, because there's no chance of thunderstorms today. But tomorrow and Wednesday, because we're going to be in the low 80s, it's very possible we're going to see some thunderstorms. So actually tonight we may see some thunderstorms sometime around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock this evening here in New York. We're going to see some very bad showers come around here. And the dew point, even though it's below 60 now, with that dew point being above 65, there is a good chance that we might see some very, very good chances of thunderstorms. Now, with tomorrow, here's the issue with tomorrow. Once again, we're going to be back in the muggy dew points, as we're going to hit 70 degrees for a dew point, which will make it very uncomfortable. You add in the high humidity, it pretty much sets up for disaster of the weather tomorrow. Pretty much tomorrow is a goner here in New York. As far as the 9/11 ceremony in Lower Manhattan, I think they should get that in before 11 o'clock without any rain, hopefully. The ceremony normally takes place from 8 to around 10:30, 10:45 to, of course, remember the people who we lost on that awful day in 2001. But as far as the weather for it concerns, tomorrow, they should be able to get it in without any rain, hopefully. But once again, if you are going to be attending the memorial service tomorrow, World Trade, please just bring a lot of water. That's all I'm going to say. If you can, just please do so, because even though it's going to be in the low 80s, with that dew point, it's going to make it feel very uncomfortable. So if you can hydrate up, please do tomorrow, because it's still going to be uncomfortable to even be outside tomorrow. So the past 3 days, it's been comfortable in a sense because our dew points have been below 60. So that helps a lot. But now with the dew points being in the 70s, you notice that it gets very oppressive outside with that humidity. And we're actually going to have a real feel in the mid 80s tomorrow. In the mid 80s. And unfortunately, I have to go out during all this, and I'm not looking forward to it because I have stuff to do tomorrow, and next 2 days I got work after that. So let's check Wednesday, because I still want to do the walk and talk this week. But yeah, chance of rain, that doesn't look good. All right, the humidity drops, but still, I would be concerned about these dew points again. It's still going to be humid. And you go to Thursday, still chances of rain, but I wouldn't be too worried. I could be home by 3 o'clock. All right, let's check the weekend. I know it's a little bit far-fetched, but let's check our weekend. Ooh, this is not good, folks. We're actually going to see some uncomfortable dew points again. Close to 65. Yes, that's not good. It is still going to be humid. That dew point is just too close to 65. Is there any... Let's see if the dew points try to go down. Stuck in this uncomfortable stretch. I thought it was going to be over. Now, we're going to have to take a look at the GFS as we go along here. So I figured before we get to the hurricanes, let's our weather first, because I think that should be our priority in this update today before we go to hurricane updates. I'm trying to pull up the northeastern United States because low today. I don't know why it's being pain in the butt. I think it's because of my extender. I point the finger at that. At least it's loading, so that's a good sign. Now we can go along here and get an update. All right, so looks like we are loading. That's a very good sign, and I can get you all some information. Let's go around here and take a look at the GFS in the long run. So as you're seeing right here, the rain is going away. Now tomorrow we should be trying for the September 11th memorial. So once again, any September 11th memorials, it should be able to get in outside. Again, it will be humid, so just remember to drink water. What else do we got? Yeah, looks like the rain does come back a little bit, just be scattered. And Wednesday, another chance of rain. Looks like that goes out. Thursday might be dry. It looks like the GFS are going to stay north and west of New York City. That is certainly interesting. Yeah, and there is Florence on the GFS. Does it come too close to the northeast? No. Out to the Carolinas. And then as we go into next week, there's a band that goes into Southern Virginia right here. I'm just trying to see what would happen from Florence. Yeah, it's still too early to make it out from the GFS. I think it becomes a tropical depression, but the question is, would it give us a nor'easter from the raining remnants? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to get you an answer on that. Take a look at the NAM. See what the NAM has for us in terms of what the rain chances are going to be like. So I don't want to pull the needle until we get to about 24 being loaded, but we'll do it now. Excellent. Good. So here's the rain. Pretty much all night we're going to, from what the NAM is thinking. And then as we go into tomorrow, the NAM surprisingly has us being dry. And there is a band of rain that stays to our south. There's one quick band, but it goes out pretty much. And then we get to Wednesday, and yeah, it looks like there's a really good chance of rain on Wednesday from what the NAM is thinking. As we go into Thursday, there is Florence again, way too close to New York. Still in the Carolinas. What's going on? Oh, for a half hour, right? Oh, sorry about that. That was, of course, my mom telling me about what time dinner's going to be. So I'm hoping I can spend the next 15 to 20 minutes doing coverage. I think I should be able to. But back on topic, here's Florence, still out in the Carolinas. Let's see what the NAM is saying for temperatures, because that's what I want to know about, because that's normally what Pine Power Line does in terms of trying to get you a temperature here. Let me figure it out. No, that's the wrong model. I apologize, everyone, because my mouth got me distracted there. No big deal. We can fix that. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I must have gave you all the wrong one. I was looking for thermodynamics. That's the one. I'm trying to get you all what the temperature anomaly will be. All right, so here we are in the thermodynamics, our NAM model. And I don't want to really do the NAM. I sort of want to do the GFS because that's what we want. We want the NAM model for the temperatures. Well, is this going to help or hurt our dew points? And as you saw earlier, I don't think it's going to help our dew points. I think it's going to make them worse. I'm trying to see if this will load up. I apologize, everyone. Yeah, this is not what I had in mind. GFS is just not helping in terms of contours. Let's help it. If not, we'll just have to go back to the NAM. Yeah, that's not what we want. So we're going to have to go back to so here's what we're going to have to do to figure this out, because I'm having problems with the website today. We're just going to have to go back to our NAM model. That's all. No big deal. All right, there we go. So this is where we were just earlier. All right, so here comes that red color. That is for tomorrow, because we're still stuck in the green to yellow color, right? And that red is, of course, the 80s. See that? That is a sign we're going to be in the low 80s tomorrow. There, now we got an answer. And then here's Wednesday again. We're still in the low 80s. So there we are in the 60s right now, because And remember, the dew point is below 61. Is below 65, excuse me. Let's other models. Let's see what we can pull up here. Yeah, I can't get you the numbers. I apologize, everyone. Once again, when you have the other models going crazy today, it just makes it worse. Yeah, we're on Celsius. Yeah, see, here's that red again. That awful red color that we don't want to see. Instead, I want to be in this color right now, but apparently we're not. What the summer has done to New York this year. I don't want to be back in that red color again. Tropical tidbits to give you an idea. See what we're going to work with. Because if not, we'll just go to the hurricanes, I guess. That's the best way I can. Internet's just being very slow today. I don't know what is going on. There we go. So once again, wrong model. I apologize. Here's the dew point. That's just what I was looking for. So what does the models think about our dew points? Well, we're going to load those magic numbers up right now. So pretty much a dew point below 65 is decent. Now, does it mean it's going to be comfortable? Depends on the humidity. But let's check out what our friendly NAM model will say when the numbers get loaded. Looks like they will be loaded. Fantastic. Excellent. Good. Now we're in cooperation. Okay, so here's what we got for tomorrow. So we've been, if you need the past reference, I'll reference it. So back on Friday, our dew points were at near 65 to 70. When we got to Saturday, the dew points got into the 50s. In upstate New York, oh boy, I would have loved to have been up there for a cool breeze. The dew points were in the low 40s. Man, those are comfortable dew points. And then here we are on Monday. So here's Tuesday. We're going to be in the 70s again for a dew point. So not next time. Yeah, and I'm very worried about this. Dew point 72 degrees. That's not a good sign. Because again, you have the hot, warm waters right now. Being a pain in the butt right now. Okay, so at least the noddles are now coming out for Florence, which is very good. We can rely on the NAM model. But I just want to quickly confess as agreeing with the NAM with regards to let's see if the numbers will come up. Yeah, that's too far ahead for the dew point numbers, but we'll just take a look at them for just a second here. Yeah, so once again, dew points in the low 70s in New York. That's not a good sign, of course. Now we will go to what's going on in the tropics to end this video today. So here is Florence. There she is being a big old nuisance in the Atlantic right now. So there's another image. Very scary. There's the eye right there. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to see what the spaghettis are saying. I have finally gotten you some very accurate spaghetti. This is the cone of uncertainty right now. It's pretty much shrunk down. It has shrunken down Myrtle Beach in a way. So the models have been agreeing that this is going to directly hit North Carolina, which still, as a major Category 4 storm, is a very scary thought to even think of. So I'm going to have to clarify what a Category 4 storm's winds will be. Because I'm not going to deal with winds in terms of, that. We'll take a look at our spaghettis. Spaghettis are pretty bang, and this is including the radars, the GFSs, the NAMs. They all agreed that this is going to hit North Carolina. Now we're going to take a look at this one. Pretty much, we're not going to go with this one. No, we're not going to do that. So I'm thinking I may have to go on Mike's weather page to get that one. Some information. Pull the GFS back. Yeah, and there is Florence again. Very radar image right here. I'm trying to get you some information. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. So this is the other spaghetti model. Because Cyclone, I feel, is very annoying to deal with. Because, again, I have the Florida website. I forget who the Florida website is. Yeah, South Florida Water Management. That's who gives the information here. Once again, all of the models are in North Carolina right now. If you really want to take a look at it. So we're going to read the official weather discussion right now. I wanted to find this. I'll put it in full screen. We're going to read it right now from the official advisory, which was from just now, about an hour ago. So now we're going to read this. There are 4 notes to put here. 1. A life-threatening storm surge is likely along portions of the coastlines of South and North Carolinas, and, of course, Virginia. And a storm surge watch will be likely issued for some of those areas by tomorrow morning, September 11th. All interests from South Carolina into the Mid-Atlantic region should ensure that they have their hurricane plan in place and follow, of course, any advice given by local officials. So again, that cone of uncertainty, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have to see if this is going to hit Delmarva on Saturday. All right, 2nd, life-threatening freshwater flooding is likely from a prolonged and exceptionally heavy rainfall event, which will be extending inland over the Carolinas and Mid-Atlantic for hundreds of miles, as Florence is expected to slow down as it approaches the coast and moves inland. Damaging hurricane-force winds are likely along the portions of the coast of South and North, and a hurricane watch will likely be also issued tomorrow morning, Tuesday, September 11th. Damaging winds could also spread well into portions of the Carolinas and Virginia. Large swells affecting Bermuda and portions of the life-threatening surf and rip currents. So, yep. Pretty scary stuff, guys. And again, I would be also concerned about the winds, because that would also be a concern for Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, of course, which would be, again, Thursday morning sometime around 8 o'clock. So I'm going to have to see the wind forecast for Myrtle Beach on Thursday because it's only 3 hours out, but 3 days out. But Wednesday would be, of course, the update. That's what we would need to figure out from here. All right. We're going to go now to the back to the home page. One guys and models. All right. Trying to get this to load, everyone. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with this today. There we go. So there's Florence on the GFS right now. It's currently out there. The only negative thing is these 42, 48, and 54 numbers, they just refuse to load, which I don't know what's going on. I point the finger at my internet if I were to point it at someone today. I really hate to point the finger, but there we go. So what do we got? Yeah, there's Florence right there. And Florence is, again, honestly, this is just trying to get you something here. Sorry about that, everyone. How in the world do you get the other model? So I'm trying to figure out here. Right, because we want the Southeast. That's what we want. Yeah, because again, I don't have the 18Z. Right, we're going with the wrong model here. I apologize, everyone. Telling me about the C models. There we go. Excellent. This is what we want. Now to give you all an idea of the Southeast, because this is what we want on the Tropical website right now. So from now on, I just got to remember to change that on the settings. That's why I wasn't getting the accurate dew point numbers. So hopefully next weekend as we go into the week, I'm going to try to do the dew point numbers because we've been having, I want to see some comfortable numbers in the New York area. But anyhow, yes, here's what we got on the 12C. So as we go into Wednesday, there is Florence. And from what the model said earlier, it has it directly hitting Cape Hatteras. Like we all were assuming last week. And then there it is. It's trying to regroup. And Monday, this is another concern. Is it going to directly come back to hit Cape Hatteras in the butt on Monday, which would be a week from today, the 17th? Well, as we go here, looks like it just becomes a tropical depression and then just dumps some rain in the Atlanta area. Yeah, but from what this model was assuming, the worst is going to be in North Carolina. Yeah, there's still some rip currents to be worried about, but once you go into Friday and once you go into Thursday, I don't know. I mean, the GFS is suggesting that the winds could start Thursday, but the rainfall from the storm would be Friday. We would have to take a look at it when it directly hits, but let's see what the NAM is saying. If we can get the 12C to load up, yeah, we'll do the 12C. If we can do the 12C, then it will help us here. We don't need to do excellent. Now we have the 12C. That's what we'll go with for the last topic in this weather discussion before we go to the Caribbean. I need to show you what it's going to look like in the Caribbean on the GFS before we wrap this all up. Because once again, I'm very worried about what Isaac's going to do to the Caribbean. So this can load. That would be fantastic. All right, so let's just start loading it up. Let's see. Yes, here we are with Florence. But we need these other numbers to come up. And if, again, my internet would cooperate today, that would be fantastic, but it's not. Excellent. Just want to see if I can put this on my history later. Make myself use something comes up. Just want to see if I. Yes, Mocha, I know it does feel like spring. I'm glad it does. I'm glad it does in a way, Mocha. But anyhow, before I got off topic there, here we go with the 12C. So what do we got with Florence? Yeah, the 12C is agreeing that it's going to hit North Carolina. I think the 18Z might be loaded up. Yeah, there's the 18C, everyone. The 18C is agreeing that it's going to hit North Carolina on Friday. Yeah, there's that band of rain that goes into Friday. I'm back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there it is right there. Once again, the GFS thinks it's going to regain some ground, stall out in the Eastern Atlantic by North Carolina, but looks like North Carolina is now going to get the worst of this. A direct hit in the Cape, which we're facing a real bad situation, folks, in the Carolinas. Like I said earlier, this is something that should not be serious, everyone. So let's see what the Northern Atlantic is going to say about this. Because if we can't load the Northern Atlantic today, then... Oh, I know why, folks. We're on the GFS. We're not... If we can load the GFS, it would help. There we go. Now we can load the North Atlantic. Because on the NAM, you can't load the North Atlantic. And again, my computer's just being very slow today. I apologize about that. Yeah, we don't need 18Z. We need 12C. That will give us more of an accurate, more of a time frame. There we go. All right, so here's the 12C, which loaded up very quickly. Wow, I'm surprised. All right, so there's Florence right now. And from what the 12C is assuming... Yes, like what I showed you just earlier. Pretty much, it's agreeing that it's going to hit that. Anyhow, here is, of course, what I'm worried about here too. Isaiah, what's it going to do? Well, Isaiah is going to unfortunately hit the islands, the Caribbean. Ooh, we have a situation, folks. Looks like by Sunday, Isaiah could hit the Dominican Republic. And probably hit even Haiti as well. Yeah, so 2 nuisances we have to keep an eye on. Florence for North Carolina's coast, and then, of course, Isaiah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get you the Caribbean. Let me get the Caribbean. No. Once again, I apologize. The Caribbean is not available, I think. Excuse me there. So, let's see. National Hurricane Center is going to say about Isaiah. Yeah, here's Helene. That's going to go out by Saturday. Now here's Isaac. And once again, Corn of Uncertainty, Puerto Rico, but issue here where the islands over around here might be St. Lucius. Let me get the 3 islands right now where I would be concerned about the most on my map. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so the following islands I would be worried about include Dominica, St. Lucia, and Barbados. Turks and Caicos, whatever they call them. That's where I would be worried about right now if I were in the Caribbean or have any interest towards those islands. So there it is right there with Isaac. Yeah, and all the spaghettis are agreeing. It's going to hit those islands bad. Yep. Either way you look at it, we have a situation. Ooh. We have another situation. Looks like Hurricane Olivia might go as a tropical storm and hit Maui Island. Oh. And there's Tropical Storm Paul. Yeah, there's a situation in there's a cyclone that could hit Japan. And then another one that could hit Asia by next week. Invest 95, which could hit Texas. Yeah, so pretty much that's how the tropics are at the moment. But once again, Florence is our top concern right now. So the last thing we're going to look up is, of course, hurricane scale. Let's see if it'll pull up. Okay, here we go on Google. Excellent. Good. So here's what the Carolinas are facing. We are facing a situation here. Florence, in this situation, 120 knot. So for that, we would need to be very worried about that. Which again, 120 knot, when you're looking at this, is a major category 4 storm. Right. So now we're at category 4 from what my source said earlier. I'm going to highlight this. 130 to 156 mile per hour winds with gusts near 200, which would still be a major storm either way. And you have category 3. So either way you look at it, the winds could still hit Myrtle Beach. So I want to see if it will MYR. I am going to look it up to end this video because I do want to eat dinner shortly. Once again, I apologize, everyone. I am, again, getting very worried about Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Once again, excuse me, everyone. There we go. Now I can get you some information regarding the Myrtle Beach forecast. Yeah, there's still going to be some wins from this. Yeah. All right. Hang on. Sorry about that. Cape Hatteras. Why no? There. That's where we'll end it. So let's see what it has for. Here we go. Yeah. This is what I would be worried about. The winds forecasted for this only for Friday. 62 miles an hour. So now we're going to stop screen sharing. And I'm just going to give some final thoughts here. Carolinas, as I mentioned earlier, you got to pray for them. And we're going to have to keep an eye on this like we always do. And the tropics have this coming as a Category 4 in Cape Hatteras. So I'm expecting the worst. I don't know if that's the right thing to say here, but the best chance of impact from what the model is saying are Thursday night into Friday. So obviously keep an eye on your local media. If you are in South Carolina, listen to your local elected officials. I'm going to make sure if I get the governor of North Carolina's name right. For he or she has a big job in front of them. Right. So this is your governor in North Carolina. If he's saying anything, please listen to him because he will be your guidance during this storm. In South Carolina, I don't know. I think it was their former lieutenant governor that you would have to keep an eye on. Henry McMaster. That's the guy. And yeah, Ralph Northam. So that's who you're going to have to keep an eye on the next couple days, your local officials in that area. So I'm going to get going. I have to have dinner, and I actually want to finish wrapping up my music tonight. So, I may upload another video later. I recorded one earlier today, so I don't know when I'm going to upload it, but probably tonight. So that's it. Thank you for watching this weather update. As far as tomorrow is concerned, I don't think I'm going to be able to do one. As I know I'm going to be out the majority of the day, but if I can, I'll try to let you all know on Instagram or Periscope, and I'll let you all know that way. So that's it. Thank you for watching this update. And until the next one, take care.